After I post I was not competing this year at Worlds, a lot of people start sending me messages asking if I quit competing or if I was retiring. And my vision, like the way I see, like I didn't quit competing because you quit when you don't achieve your goals, like you give up and you quit. Like for me, it's like moving forward. And I achieved all the goals that I had in the Jiu-Jitsu competition. Like when I was young, I started training at 12 years old. My goal was to be good. Like I just had in mind that I had to be good in Jiu-Jitsu. This is what I love, and I want to work with this for the rest of my life. So I have to get good. I have no other option. So I started training, and I saw that competing was a way to prove how good I was. So that if you go to the competition, you win everything, like people are gonna talk about you, they're gonna respect your techniques, they're gonna listen to you. And I started seeing that like when I was young, and doesn't matter like what goals I have, like I know that if I go there and I show that I can do it, that I can win the tournaments, like people will listen to me. So that was the way, that was the reason why I was always competing. Was always to prove to people, to prove even to myself that I could do it, I could perform good, like the techniques work, and all the hard work that I was doing in the academy, doing something that I love every day, was paying off, and what's working. When we opened AOJ, I thought about like stop competing and just focusing on teaching, because I think this is my real love. Like I discovered that when I started teaching at AOJ, and but I felt that I had to prove something more. Like the fact that I was teaching and competing at the same time, I saw people saying like, now like they're not gonna win because they're teaching now, like they're spending a lot of time teaching other students, focusing on the academy, and they're not gonna be able to perform really good. And that kind of stayed in my mind that I had to prove one more thing before I stop. I had to prove that I could perform really good, even if I was teaching. And I still believe you can do that. Like I won last year. Like I think I had the best performance of my career. Like I had a really tough bracket, good competitors, and I was able to win. And in my vision, like the way I felt in the tournament was easier than any other year that I fought Worlds in the black belt. I had like a great performance. And after a win last year, I already knew that would be the last one. And now like it's time to move forward, it's time to focus on the academy, on building the team, making the team strong. So that's how I see, like I don't see as retiring. Like I would fight in the future, I would accept super fights, I would not compete for the medal again. I don't think it's something that I want. Like it's not my goal. I will not compete for the medal. I will do super fights, but not now. Now I want to dedicate all my time on teaching the students and making champions.
And how do you see like the next few years for you or for AOJ?
I think in a short future, like in a short time, I see the purple belts that we have now succeeding in the black belt. We have a lot of guys that are winning now, and they already figured out what they need to do to win, and we just need to keep working in the same way and do it in the black belt division. I see the progress every day, and I believe in my work, and I believe in the guys that I'm teaching now. And for a long term, like we have the best kids programs, the kids program in Jiu-Jitsu, and we have super young kids. Like we have 3 years old, that are training and they go every day, they're already getting in love with Jiu-Jitsu. I see them competing, like already like enjoying like the feeling of competing and being around like their teammates, and I see my academy, it's the biggest the biggest academy in the world, like making champions, and I really believe in my work and the work of the people that are with me, like all the coaches that I have at AOJ, people that are working together, like all like love what they're doing. I never seen anything like that before, like the way we work there, and I think like every time you have a group like this, we had a group like this as a competitor when I was training in Brazil. We had a really strong group that were working together to achieve the goals, and we had a really good really good results. I see the same thing working at AOJ with the coaches. Like they're all united as a team to build the classes and to make the kids enjoy the jiu-jitsu and win the tournaments, or like become more confident. And I think this is the most important. Once you find this group, like we can have these people together, like then we can work towards our goal, because we're gonna succeed. I can feel that. That's the main reason why I decided that this is the perfect time to stop competing and just focus on building the team, because we have the group that we need to succeed, and I can feel that.
And now that you're not competing, what do you think about the division?
I believe that Paulo has everything to win this year. He's a really good competitor. He was in the finals last year against me. And I really believe that he can win this year. And I hope he keeps like excited and motivated to keep competing and increasing his level to do it again. Because I tell the students all the time, winning for the first time is not hard if you dedicate yourself, if you're willing to do that, because you're always excited to win the first time. Like you go there, like you prepare yourself, like, and it's a new goal when you go there and you win for the first time. And then after you achieve that, like you become the target in the division. Like you're the black belt world champion, everybody wants to beat you. And I think then it's way harder, because you have to do the same thing again, like same goal. You have to pass through the same preparation to achieve something that you already achieved. Like you're already the champion, like, but you have to do it again. So this is hard. Like I was able to do that 4 times. Like I see as a victory, like for myself. Like man, like being through like the same thing, like diet. Like I'm normally 152. I have to cut to light feather because my brother weighs the same weight and he competes in the division that I am. So I cut the weight that I have to cut 10 pounds, go there, perform really good. I pass through the same preparation but cutting weight. Like it's very stressful. Like, and doing it one time, it's stressful but it's fine. But like doing that over like years, like it's really hard. I think that more than becoming like a world champion, being the best guy in the division, for me what makes me proud is that I was able to stay there for a long time. I was able to keep winning and facing opponents that were hungrier than me, because they already they never achieved that tournament, that title. But I was able to win and win again, and that makes me happy. Like I think it's something that I can pass on to my students. So like I know how to get there. I know what you need to do to stay there. And now, like having all this knowledge, like I feel like if I just keep competing, like I'm being like kind of selfish, just thinking about me. Like I like to my main goal now is to share with my students and make them champions. We have a strong team, and if I was able to bring home 1 gold medal, now I want to bring home more gold medals, like maybe 10, 20, 30 gold medals. I don't know, like how many gold medals we can have. This is the next challenge for me now. Like, see how many gold medals I can bring home after this tournament.